Hey there, Nancy Drew Clue Crew. I'm Maura, and welcome to another video walkthrough of the Nancy Drew game series. Today I'm playing Sea of Darkness, the 32nd game in the series, and it takes place in Iceland. Nancy is yet again going to Europe to solve a mystery. So I'm going to start by clicking on New Game, and I'm going with Amateur Sleuth. And so it begins with a brief prologue of a ship crashing into this harbor. Whoa. Who's Magnus and who was calling his name? Okay, so then it cuts to Nancy's desk, and you see here she has received a letter from a woman named Dagny Silva, who is a friend of Moira Chisholm. Remember, Moira was a major character in The Silent Spy. Dagny is a treasure hunter who is currently in Skiprot, a town in Iceland. She renovated the ship we just saw, the Herlikide, with her business partner Magnus, whose name we just heard being spoken. The Herlikide, whose crash into the harbor is celebrated with an annual festival, is rumored to have a treasure on board, and Magnus and Dagny are both searching for it. But since the Herlikide last pulled into port, Magnus was not on board it. Unsure of the reason behind his disappearance, though suspecting he is up to something shady, Dagny has arranged for Nancy to come to Skiprot to search for Magnus. So now I'm going to back up. And Nancy has automatically arrived in Skiprot.
Oh, it's freezing out here.
Yeah, it's Iceland. That's why it's cold. This is Dagny.
Finally, she arrives. I think I'm half made of ice at this point. So, you're Nancy, huh? I'm Dagny. I'm part of the ship restoration team, the one who called you in.
Yeah, that's what she and Magnus are doing, restoring the Herlikide.
Or my queen. Or Dagny.
Boss lady, my queen, I don't think so. Let's just go with Dagny.
Get to the big stuff. Can I help?
Yes. Find my missing, skeeving, backstabbing business partner, Magnus.
I'm sensing you're a little stressed out about this.
Ugh. I'm so mad I've been an inch away from setting this town on fire.
On fire? Are you okay?
What?
Oh, just a fire comment. I thought...
Metaphors, Nancy. Keep up with me here.
Of course.
So listen. Right now I'm focused on this town, Skiprot. There's this ship in town that was being rebuilt. Real old, 18th century. I offered to sponsor the rebuilding project to get the ship floating again. Mostly because I'm super nice and cool like that. But also because there's a rumor about a treasure on board worth millions. Magnus, the man in charge of the project, and my business partner promised we'd find it and split the earnings.
But he's gone missing now?
Yep. And left me looking like a fool.
When did he vanish?
When did he vanish?
He disappeared sometime before our ship crashed into the harbor. They say he must have fallen in the water, but the guy sails for a living. You know what sailors don't do? Drown.
I get it. You think he ran off with the gold then?
After enough time in the biz, the girl knows when she's being backstabbed. If he did find the treasure, I need you to track down Magnus and make him play fair.
And if I find the treasure, I'll find Magnus.
Yes. The key to finding the treasure is learning about that ship.
So everything's interconnected. Sounds like I've got my work cut out for me. Can I take a look at the ship?
Technically, yes.
Awesome. How do I get on board?
By not being me, apparently. Elizabeth controls the ship, and she hates my guts. She removed the gangway to my ship that I paid for.
Did she give you a reason?
Oh, something about her family line and ancient blood feuds and murders and, you know, normal boring stuff. Talk to Soren, the festival organizer. He'll make sure she lets you on.
What do people in town think about Magnus's disappearance?
They're all like, ooh, the ocean is super dangerous in the winter, and ooh, hypothermia, and blah, blah, blah. You know, Icelander stuff.
But without a body, you're still convinced he faked his death.
Yep, which apparently doesn't take a lot of work in Iceland.
How'd you meet Magnus?
I heard about the rumor of the treasure through my connections. Then I approached him. He's a hard guy to pin down, that Magnus. Turns out he's been looking for the treasure for years. I just happened to come in at an opportune moment.
What would Magnus do with the treasure?
desperately wants to buy his own ship. He's a ship guy. Ship guys are like that.
So the ship he helped me build isn't his?
We funded it, but it's town property.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
All right. So Dagny's standing under a heater here. That's what this is. Okay, I need to go to the culture center to talk to Soren. Before I do, I want to experience the magic of Skiprot's ice caves. Use snowmobiles. Looks like Nancy's gonna be doing that. Oh, and look at this.
In this section of the original...
This is the crow's nest from the Herrlichheid. And look here, the Herrlichheid means glory in Dutch. Well, that's pretty fitting. A ship kind of is a symbol of glory for sailors. All right, so here's the culture center. Here's Soren.
Hi there. I'm looking for Soren.
You must be Nancy. I'm Soren, the organizer of the Ancestors Festival. I run the Culture Center here in Skiprot.
Nice to meet you. Can you help me get onto the ship?
Ah, the Herrlichheid. Is Elizabeth not manning the gangway?
The gangway's missing, unfortunately.
Oh, dear. Well, that's highly unusual. I'll take care of it straight away for you. Elizabeth is a rose, truly. But she does have thorns.
Huh, that's a good description.
What do you think happened to Magnus?
I admit I haven't the faintest idea. That man's mind is a hive of mysteries, an enigma, an impenetrable den.
An enigma. Enigma, I like that word.
An understatement. Why, the man hardly spoke 10 words to me the entire time I knew him. I do hope he's all right, though. If he were to turn up, say, less than alive, it would spell bad news for me. I'm already disliked, and it would only show the others how easy it is to make someone disappear.
What is this place?
This is my battle station, the place where I endeavor to fight my way through the thickest mysteries of Icelandic history. Here, confusing ancient shipwrecks and obscure writings from millennia past are converted into knowledge and truth. Also, I have swords.
So, you're a historian, archaeologist?
A bit of both. I dabble. I spent some years at Harvard pursuing my doctorate in Viking history before returning to Skiprot for research. I'm one of the only few to ever travel in this town. Everyone here should try it sometime. Really shakes up the old bag of prejudices.
I guess that explains why you don't have much of an accent.
Oh, quite.
Yeah, I noticed he doesn't have an accent.
Tell me about your research.
Sharp things. Ceremonial sharp things. Wedding spears. Funeral spears. New baby celebration daggers. Birthday axes, congrats bows. Turns out, Vikings have a lot of weapons for every occasion. Nothing says I love you like a new murder tool. Most of these can be found on shipwrecks or...
Wow, weapons for special occasions. How morbid can you get?
So I've got plenty of work to do. Old Gudrun over there is my favorite of all. She's a replica, not an original. I use her to knock icicles off the roof.
Later.
Well, on with it.
All right, I want to take a look around. Ooh, the flag of Iceland. And those balloons, the colors for it.
Everything in the gift shop is available for purchase.
Yes. I'm going to need to buy some items from the gift shop, but I need to find a way to earn some money first. If you buy all the items in the gift shop, you get an award. Oh, so here's the schedule of events for the festival. Oh, here's Gudrun. Or Gudrun. Yeah, I would hate to be too. James Lawrence was the original captain of the Herrlichheid, and this is his wife, Alda. Ice caves. Oh look, a model of the Herrlichheid. Oh, turn on the lights. Whoa! Oh, now you rock it back and forth. Oh. Here's some mariner's tools, I think, including some more parts from the Herlichide, the ship bell, sundial from Captain Lawrence, the cargo lantern. Ooh, number 1, that's this. This is a sextant. And here's a little puzzle to do.
Could you finish setting up the knots display? You just need to match the images to the knot they create. I do it myself, but I don't have the time.
Sure, leave it to me.
All right, this really isn't that hard. What you have to do is, from left to right, put the pictures of the knot that you think it goes from first step to last step when it's completed. This looks like an easy one, like one of the last steps for this knot. That's the last step for this one. These kind of almost look the same, these two, but this one's pretty easy because you just have like 2 lines, you know, being pulled straight. All right, all done.
Be happy about this.
Gunpowder.
Looks like someone wrote a note for themselves.
All right, now that I've talked to Soren, let's see if I can get on to the Herlichide if the gangway is in place. Here it is.
Hey,
And this is Elizabeth.
I'll let you on board. If you're here for the festival, it's cancelled.
I didn't mean to intrude. I'd just like to have a look around, if that's okay. My name's Nancy Drew. I'm a visitor.
I know you're a tourist. We're a town of 300.
I'm not a tourist. I'm here to investigate. Thanks for setting up that gangway for me, by the way.
The gangway was meant for Soren. I didn't know he planned to let strangers on board. Are you with that snake of a woman?
Dagny? Yes, I'm working with her.
If you're after just the gold, I want nothing to do with you. Leave.
Wait, I'm not after any treasure. I just want to help find Magnus.
Magnus?
Look, I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. Maybe I should start over. My name's Nancy. It's really nice to meet you.
I'm Elizabeth. I run the Misty Skip pub in town. What do you want with Magnus?
Oh, good. So you know him?
That's a question, isn't it? I thought I knew him. Maybe I was wrong.
Oh, I noticed that what she's wearing, this jacket, is also in the gift shop. In fact, Soren's sweater is also in the gift shop, too.
Were you very close with him then?
No. No, we weren't close. And I want nothing to do with the man.
What do you think happened to Magnus? The current rumor is that he fell overboard.
Do I think he is drowned? Is that what you're asking?
I didn't mean it that way.
I certainly hope so. Some people think he ran off with some old treasure. It may be a coincidence. It may not.
Dagny doesn't think it was a coincidence at all.
So, you've been talking to the others.
Just a bit here and there.
Even if the treasure were real, Magnus wouldn't be able to find it. He's completely oblivious. To the world. To everything. The man lives in a cabin in the mountains. Too lofty to concern himself with human affairs.
All right, I have to ask her for a snowmobile key. And I want to mention that in this game, unlike all of its predecessors, that when you, after you have asked the last question, the character, the final question, instead of it cutting then to just allowing you to click on the goodbye, it just automatically does it for you. So watch, after I ask her this question and it's finished, it'll then just automatically say, I'll let you go.
Hey, Elizabeth,
I don't have to click on it.
Snowmobile key?
Depends. Are you going to steal it?
Not this time. I think I'd have trouble fitting it into my carry-on luggage.
Here's the key. We have tourists take them every year. I'm watching you.
All right.
Always use the provided seatbelt. Snow looks soft until you land head first.
Later.
All right. All right, now I want to look around the ship. First place I want to go is down here. Let's see. I think this is the hold. Oh, hey, barrels. Did they hold gunpowder like that note suggested? Well, I guess so, because I can look inside here.
Looks like Dagny's been doing a little sleuthing of her own. Is that a password?
I've changed my phone password to Scuttlebutt. Well, let's see if that'll come in handy. Oh, and Gunner with this old thing. I guess I'll have to, using it as a coaster, I guess I'll have to look into it at some point. And also, I'm keeping my luggage in Soren's office for now, but that might have to change. Well, there's plenty of information found in that note anyway that I'll have to look into later. Oh, and down further in the hold. This is a bilge, I think. Like the grate here, this, our gate, the bilge is down in there. Oh, a flashlight.
It won't turn on. Missing batteries.
Well, I need some batteries from the gift shop, but I need to earn some money first. Ooh, a phone charm. Is that a... yeah, a cannon. Alright, the next place I want to go is to the captain's quarters. There's plenty to look at in here.
I think I need to get all the wooden sections pressed down.
Yes, but before I do that, you can get an Easter egg out of this box, so I want to do that first. Let's see, the trick to doing that is get all the triangles raised. And then press the 3 triangles here in the center down. All right. And you have to do, if you want to get the Easter egg, you have to do that before you can do the actual puzzle of opening the box. All right. Now let's open it for real. Oh, are these love letters between Magnus and Elizabeth? I guess they were boyfriend-girlfriend. I'm Skiprot. I miss the dog. Yes, I'll show in a moment from pictures. He has a dog named Toomey. I'd like to borrow the Landspiel.
Magnus seems pretty insistent over this long spiel thing.
Okay, I'll look into that. If you're wondering what a long spiel is, it is a type of stringed instrument. It's a traditional Icelandic drone zither, and drone zither is a stringed instrument that of zither family, that's a type of string instrument. They have few melodic strings and a greater number of drone strings. So I'm gonna have to find this Landspiel. Oh, this will be for a puzzle much later on. And this is part of a locator.
Wow, an antique desk, and it's in pristine condition. Time to break it open.
Yes, indeed.
You have the rules being used in each row here.
All right, I know what the rules are in order to open it. Notice here, besides the blanks, that in each row there are 4 red squares and 3 yellow squares, and if you look at all the numbers here in each row, they add up to 9. So 3 and 4 is 7, plus 2 is 9, 3 and 5 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So I have to fill in the missing colors and numbers so they add up to 9, and I can open up the desk. Let's see, that'll be yellow, and that must, I think that's 1, so that it adds up to 9. Let's see, that's another yellow, that'll be 3, and this is red, and that will be 1. Okay, And as this says here, this is a lighthouse key, so I'm gonna have to get to a lighthouse later.
So, Dagny's trying to keep a low profile. I wonder if that's why she called me instead of going to the police about Magnus.
Yes. All right, now I gotta look at this. I think it's some kind of diary. Oh, looks like he recently lost his father.
Sounds like he's got you some troubled times lately. Is this a code?
All right, this last page is important. I'm close to figuring out the lock in my quarters. The combination is tied back to the title, sounding depth charts. When the locator compass is placed correctly on the chart, 4 numbers will be visible in the locator's holes. They will open the lock when entered in increasing order. I have half the locator now. That's right here. Atop of the main mast revealed the total sum of all 4 numbers visible in the locator's holes. I need to find at least 2 numbers to be able to locate the correct place. 1 number is hidden in Lawrence's antique map on the wall, which I'll look into shortly after I do this.
In the middle of solving this. Looks like one of these words is scrambled within each word.
Yes, so I have to fill out all the letters so they spell out all the words here, but some have to be in rows, others in columns. Let's see. Let's see if I can do the rows first. All right, so that's easy. When you click with the left mouse button, it spells out the letters in the rows. But you have to right click in order to spell out the words in the columns. So I'm gonna finish the rows, finding the letters in the rows, and then move on to the columns. Okay. That's the clue there. So seen blue goes meaning it goes down, pink meaning it goes across. And yeah, and when I find each word, see it's crossed off automatically. Yeah, and these are all parts of a ship or a boat. I mean, I recognize some of them, but I don't. Not sure if all of them are, but because I don't know much about ships, but I recognize some of them as places or parts of a ship. Okay.
What can I use this for?
All right, so it gives me 12 letters. And there is a purpose for it. First, I have to go in here. What are these? Pins? Okay.
An old
Yep, here's the lock mentioned in Magnus's diary.
combination from the smallest number to the largest.
Yes, I have to find the 4 numbers to fill in to open this lock, or whatever this lock will open, but I can't do that yet. So I have to use
Okay.
the
I
pins.
put some pins.
I have to put them on the letters that were remaining from the paper. So it's C, D, E, F, J, L, M, R, S, U, V, and W.
This is one of the sounding numbers.
Yep, that's it. That's one of the sounding numbers I need in the locator once it's complete, because I only have half of it right now. Here's Magnus with his dog Toomey.
Really happy.
Yeah, so they used to date, but they're not anymore. Huh, this must have been the captain's bed. And ooh, another phone charm of a treasure chest with gold. All right, I think I've got everything I need from here. I want to explore more of the ship now. Let me check out the crow's nest here.
Magnus's notebook mentioned this. The 4 chart numbers
Must add up to 86. Oh, and some pieces of paper. Oh, if you climb up the crow's nest multiple times, you'll get an award. Let me do that now. All right, I got the award for it. Now, there's some more places I want to explore. The wheel.
This definitely looks like the original helm. Someone made off with some of the decorations, though.
Yep. And here is the wheelhouse.
These must be the sounding charts from Magnus's notebook. I need to find those numbers and the locator compass you mentioned.
All right, like I said, I only have 1/2 of it, so I won't be able to get the other half of the locator for a while.
Only Dagny and Magnus have radio keys, apparently.
All right, I think I will ask Dagny about the radio key.
This radio looks new, but the key's missing.
And here's the front of the ship. It's a lion's head. Now let's see if I can talk to Elizabeth anymore.
Is there anything more you haven't told me about Magnus?
No. Guess you'll have to leave now.
Elizabeth, I'm trying my hardest to find Magnus, but I have to admit I can't do it without you. I need your help, Elizabeth. I need to know what you know.
Hmm.
He is quiet, thoughtful, keenly obsessive. First over his dog, then over his writing, then over me, then over the ship. Why would someone like him be hiding for gold in the first place? He has certain tensions with the treasure, which were a boat of his own. He desperately wants to leave town, leave Iceland. I thought he was a captain already. Oh, he is, but for wealthy people, private clients. Never his own boat, never his own destination. He dreams of living like the old captains, sailing wherever the wind takes him. I see. So the treasure would allow him to fulfill that dream. Here, have this. Magnus left it at my place. After we broke up, he called me looking for it. But I hid it. It looks like it might be the key to open some kind of box. But I've never seen any box like that before. I don't know why I kept it for myself. Maybe I wanted to see whatever it was he saw in this tug of driftwood.
All right, this will be used for a couple of puzzles much later on.
To get to the bottom of this mess. I'll let you go. Bye now.
All right, oh, I can climb down here.
It's in good shape. I wonder who owns it.
Magnus, who else?
The motor's busted. Can't take it anywhere like this.
Well, let's take a look.
Blindly playing the candidate could get me serious.
Yes, it's, the words are in Icelandic, so I can't translate them yet, which is why I need a dictionary from the gift shop, but again, I need to make some money to get it. Let's see if I can ask Dagny for the radio key. Oh, looks like the heater's off.
I didn't think it was possible to be this cold. Can't you go inside? I keep asking people to fix this broken heater so I can watch over my ship.
Oh, so that's why she's standing outside. She wants to watch over it.
The worst heater here. Maybe I can help you out with that heater then. Do you know how to do machine things? I've picked up a few things. I don't care what they say. You're okay, Nancy Drew.
All right, so I have to
So
click
we're
here.
going to do this middle management style. That is, you do the work and I supervise. Each of those circuit pieces will attach anywhere on this board, but there are special numbers you've got to watch out for. Covered numbers add together to give that piece a total value. If you can use all 5 pieces to hit all 5 target values, the heater will be fixed.
You know, I'm actually not sure that's how electricity works.
Oh yeah? Okay. Where'd you get your PhD in electricitology again?
All right, so I have to pick up the pieces and arrange them so pick spots, their targets, so that the targets will light up. And when they're all in the correct space, they'll all have check marks.
Hey, me too. Where in the U.S.?
South-ish.
I'd just like to get to know you a little.
I went to school, and then I had a job, and then I was married, and then I wasn't. And now I have another job involving definitely legal treasure hunting activities. That's me.
Are you like this with everyone?
Anyone who is to pay me. If you want to write me a check, I can tell you a sad backstory. We both can pretend it's real.
Sorry, I left my checkbook at the lodge.
Maybe next time then. I mean, are you an open book with every stranger who crosses your path?
Okay, I got this right, but I want to hear the end of their conversation before I plug this part in.
What's your jam? Witness protection program? Arch nemesis?
None of those. I guess it's that I meet so many interesting people, I just feel ordinary by comparison.
Nah, everyone's normal to themselves. People think my job is all glam and adrenaline, but that all got boring years ago. Now it's just 9 to 5 headache involving lots of diplomacy and occasional gunfire. But you, a gal your age working as a sleuth, all on your own? That's admirable.
Thanks. I guess this is my normal. I'm a pretty lucky girl.
Anyways, it's probably for the best that you stay quiet. Don't talk to strangers, kiddo. It's worked out for me.
All right.
That was the strangest wiring panel I've ever seen. But I think the heat's on.
Toasty. Feels just like home. By the by, have you been up to Magnus's cabin yet?
He has a cabin? Up in the hills?
Elizabeth keeps a key in her bag. Talk about refusing to let go. But there's
So it
no
looks like
way
I'm going to
she
have to
ever
get the
gets
key
you.
from Elizabeth
I
somehow.
need to find a way to get her off that deck.
If I were you, I'd get a little sneaky about it.
So, how long were you working on
Then I'll ask her for the key.
About 2 years.
The radio key.
On and off of it. Magnus supervised the rebuild. I provided the cash.
That's a long time to hang around in Iceland. Have you been in Skiprot all that time?
Ha! No. I think the locals would have offed me by now if that were the case. I don't like to stay in one place for too long.
Why is that?
If you stay in one place, people start to need you and feel things about you and all that icky, weird stuff. I'm not really the having friends type.
I'd like to think you and I are on friendly terms.
What is this? Are we gonna hold hands and sing campfire songs now? Get lost, Drew. Find my gold.
Okay.
I found a radio on board, but I need a key to turn it on. Can I borrow yours?
Here you go.
Hey, that was easy. Now, how do I operate the thing?
I don't know. I don't have radio experience. I have business experience.
Figures.
Figures. Well, thanks anyway. Goodbye.
See you, Drew.
All right, before I go back to the ship, there are a few things I want to do. First off, I want to go back to the Culture Center because I want to check this out.
I need to match each sail to its name.
Yeah, match the sails. I don't know if this is a vital puzzle to do in the game, but I'm going to do it anyway, and I got the information, the majority of it, from the captain's log in the wheelhouse. Okay. That's Jeb. That's spritsail. Foresail. Foretop gallant sail. Foretop sail. All right. And here are parts of the ship. Just like I thought. Yeah, just like the vocabulary on that coded paper in the captain's desk. All right, I want to talk to Soren again, see if he has anything else to say or anything that can help me.
What's your relationship like with Elizabeth?
Presently quite poor. She won't allow certain, members of the restoration team to access their work.
Like Dagny?
Yes, but overall, she's quite a peach, that one. The only one who's ever shown me kindness. Truly a shame about her and Magnus, though.
Her and Magnus?
The force of their romantic split rocked the local mountains to their very core. I wonder if he's checked his voicemail since.
Do you have anything which might help with my investigation?
If I'm not in town, I'm always locked up in here. I do have some very nice pamphlets, though. The Pamphlet Lovers Journal rated them a 9-star out of 10. I put them together myself. Here's one for your troubles.
Well, it's hard to
Aha.
award-winning pamphlet. I'll see
That,
if I can make use of this.
Is references the motor of the in the dinghy, so I need to get a dictionary still, but this will help me as well. The voltages, the numbers of the voltages from top to bottom, that's what they are for that in the motor, but I still need a dictionary to translate those numbers, because that's what they are. They're that's what they are. They're numbers. Yeah, each voltage is a number, and so are these red and black parts. What you have to do then is, besides translating them, you have to know the voltages not voltage numbers in the center, and from both red and black numbers that add up to that number in each individual voltage. But I still got to get a dictionary for help. Now I want to go here into the Misty Skip pub, or at least the Misty Skip. This is where Nancy is staying while in Skiprot. And I'm not going to do it yet, but you can change, anytime you want to have Nancy go to sleep and start a new day, then you go up there. But I want to go here in the pub and meet the last character whom Dagny referenced a couple of times already, Gunner.
Hi there. I'm investigating a recent disappearance. My name's Nancy Drew.
Speak up, girl.
My name's Nancy Drew.
Louder!
My name's Nancy Drew.
Nancy Drew.
Mind your ship flag and temper. Looks like we got a real angry one here.
Huh?
Name's Gunnar, but you can call me Gunner. The skip is my home.
Oh.
I'll ask him everything.
Did you know Magnus?
Sure did. Never liked him.
Any reason?
Hey, you know what?
He was too tough.
With that sweater, that sweater makes him look almost like another
Too short.
character who like to go on the sea, Holt Scotto from Danger on Deception Island,
Doesn't need friends.
who's also very gruff and elderly
Did Magnus
with
ever
gray
say
hair.
anything about the treasure?
You might have.
Don't remember?
No, I have a very good memory. Go away.
I'm sorry, but he could be in danger. I need your help.
Don't care. Don't want trouble.
Did you attend the festival this year?
Yes. Embarrassing.
For you?
Well, everyone else is scrambling around for hidden treasure. Embarrassing. When I was so young, we fought over things like longest fish and shiniest boat. Not gold. Ever since that Soren took over the festival running, it's been straight to the bottom with it.
Are you a sailor?
Was long ago. I gave up the sea for good, and I'll never sail again.
You still look like a sailor to me.
What does a sailor look like?
It's a certain quality. I can't quite place it.
Worn? Broken? Bitter?
Oh, it's hard to tell, but because he doesn't bring him up that much, but he is missing part of the last 3 fingers on his right hand. See?
Against some of the gales I've sailed.
I'm finding that these days I'm surprisingly hard to kill.
Well, we'll see about that, detective, won't we? I hate the water. Hate the smell of it, the sound of it, won't ever return.
Yeah, so she's noticed obviously, so she's trying to ask him about his fingers.
So, about your fingers.
My lucky 3.
Now, can you see better that he's lost part of the 3 of them?
No, there I was, out in the pitch black of night, with no sign of shore and only my fishing spear. Then suddenly, I saw a shadow. It was a mighty squid, the greatest hunter of them all. Few men have lived to see it and tell the tale. So I pulled out my spear, just a little too fast, mind you.
And that's how you lost your fingers?
No. Just when you think that this is how he's lost his fingers, he adds more to the story, saying, says no and then adds more to the story that makes you think that's how he lost them.
Well, I was done for.
So the squid took your fingers?
No. Right as I thought I was dead, a massive shark leapt out of the waves and ate the squid. It was the sleeper shark. A solid 6 meters long with 4 rows of teeth. He bit my arm and pulled me under as I gasped for my last breath.
So it was a shark then?
No! I managed to punch him in the nose. You ever fight a shark? You know how to punch him in the nose? He let me go. I swam like a merman and made it back to shore. 3 months later, I was in a wood shop accident. Broke my fingers clean off.
Oh, so that's how you lost him. Yeah, it makes for a great story.
How do you know Elizabeth?
I've known her since she was a negative 3 glimmer in her puppy's eye. always have the local boys terrified, that one. She knows what she wants and heads for it straight as an arrow. Young men, not so good for a woman like that.
I can see how she might be intimidating, but her heart's in the right place.
Aye, but right now, she wants revenge on Magnus, angrier than a bull seal on a full moon. Still, she lets me sleep and eat her, so that's worth something.
Did you know about her and Magnus?
We all did, my Fisker.
From the sound of things, it didn't end very well, unfortunately.
Magnus is good with waves, bad with women. No skills to speak of. He is, how do you say it there? A runner. He runs.
Ouch. I'm glad he's not here to hear that.
I was bitten by a shark once. Now I can only speak the truth.
Oh, I didn't know that was a side effect of shark bites.
It is a curse I bear with pride.
Have you met Dagny?
Huh?
She's the woman involved with the Hurlik High's restoration. Brown hair, about yay high.
Ah.
Yay high? I don't think I'd ever hear Nancy say something like that.
Did
Yay.
you see her the day of the ship crash?
Yeah, she was there, but I paid no attention to the mink.
Talk to you later.
Okay, see, here are musical instruments,
You could play these.
and this is the long spill.
It's subtle, but I see some differences in the halves of this pattern.
I do too. So I gotta press down on all of them to open it up. Okay. Huh. Looks like some kind of, well, almost a wheel, just with a star in it. And look, it says employees only, but I can go in. Oh, here's another phone charm. Oh, is that a decoration from the wheel? One of the missing decorations. And look, a gas can. Well, this will come in handy. She needs to stay on board. She's hiding something then. Hands and broken.
Of course, something's not coming. Just like always.
Are you hiding something on her? Something you're keeping from all your life?
Ah, fine. Sit there in that stupid chair for all I care. There will be no service if I miss this game tonight. Happy now?
Oh, here's a book about music boxes. Well, I have to take it with me. It'll come in handy later. Now that I've talked to everyone, I want to go back to the ship and use the radio. Here's the key.
Hello? Hello? No one's there.
Magnus? Magnus, is that you?
Guess again.
Uh-oh.
Who is this?
Wait, I can explain. I didn't know he was going to go missing, and okay, so I haven't filled out all the daily logs for the guy in London. Yes, okay, so I napped through all of the training videos, but I didn't mean to, and I guess what I'm saying is, please don't fire me.
I'm not here to fire you.
So you're not working with my boss?
Nope.
Nope.
Oh man, that's a relief. Well then, this is Control Tower number 32, Operator Alex Wintrong speaking.
Hi, Alex. I'm Nancy. I'm a detective trying to find out more about Magnus.
Magnus. He's gone, isn't he? I wanted to say something, but I didn't want to get in trouble.
What did you hear?
Some pretty messed up stuff. I don't know tell you.
Why not?
Whoever took him, they might come after me too. And if my boss finds out someone went missing on my watch and I didn't report it, look, I need this internship. If I get fired here, I'll be a barista until I die. I'm allergic to coffee, man. I can't go back. I can't go back to that life.
Alex, slow down and stay calm. I need your help. If what you're saying is true, Magnus might be in serious danger. But you don't have to handle this alone.
Okay, I heard Magnus calling in early morning, same as always, just to say hi around 6. Then we started chatting, just like we always do. He was excited about the ship he was piloting. He said it was his baby. He started pulling into Skiprot Harbor. I heard a voice on board, he went to go check it out, left the radio on. I heard shouting, fighting, then nothing. Just silence.
That's not good. I think this investigation just went from missing persons to abduction.
It's dark out
Interesting.
there. The water's cold. But I know he didn't go on his own. That's why I'm keeping my head down.
Was the voice you heard male or female?
I couldn't tell. I was too freaked out and we were too distant. I hope he's okay.
Who are you?
Just a lowly undergrad assigned to a cubicle, a pair of headphones, and a computer. I'm here on an internship for my maritime psychology degree. My parents said I'd never find a paying job. Shows them. Me and Magnus, we were kind of buddies. I mean, we never met or anything, but whenever he'd radio in, always wanted to chat. Not a lot of people want to chat with the intern.
Are you from around here?
Nope. Massachusetts.
So, what are you doing here?
Whoa. Deep. I gotta think about that one. I mean, what are any of us doing in this crazy mess?
No, I mean, what are you doing in Iceland?
Iceland, in a control tower, that stuff.
Oh, that. I work in the harbor controller's office.
I didn't think anyone's first answer to the question like that was, what are any of us doing here in this world?
What can you tell me about Magnus?
That's broadening out.
Good weird. Not serial killer weird. He's one of those people who rarely speaks, but when he do, it's the most interesting thing you've heard in days. He bottles up thoughts and distills them.
Oh, interesting. What on earth is a maritime psychology degree?
I have a 30-page thesis answering exactly that question, but it can all be boiled down to 2 words. Sailor feelings.
Oh, interesting.
I think she's finding it a little hard to follow. I mean, note the tone in her voice that she's like pausing in between words.
Are they filled out?
Kind of. I turned one sheet into an homage to my relationship with my mom, another into the super cool drawing of a whale. I haven't been keeping tabs on vessels as well as I should be.
How cool are we talking?
The coolest! I actually stapled it to my cubicle wall, and regardless, I don't have any records of Magnus going through our waters.
I need a way to distract someone on board this ship.
So you can do what exactly?
Snoop through their stuff?
Hey, at least you're honest about it. Acceptance is the first step to healing. Yeah, I can help.
What do I do?
Hold up, Klepto. I've got a favor to ask first.
Okay.
There's always a catch.
There's a lighthouse near Skiprot. You can probably see it from
In these games especially, Nancy wants to something from someone, she has to do something for them in return. An eye for an eye, I guess.
Giant snuggle blanket.
I'll give it a whirl.
My cell number is 978-555-0139. Give me a call when you're standing in front of the light. I'll tell you what to do next.
Have you met Dagny?
Is that the super mercenary one? Always freezing, kind of...
Mercenary.
Sounds like her.
She used to call me all the time. Always tried to get information about Magnus's plans.
Yes, I guess she has talked to Alex since she has a key. So I guess Alex has only talked to Magnus and Dagny.
What was she trying to do in his absence?
No clue. But I did some internet stalking on her. One of my many talents. I found out she's wanted in the States for skimming some cash off a treasure find in the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, that explains why she's been hanging around in Iceland, I guess. What do you know about Soren?
That guy who runs the festival?
Yes.
He's worked with us a few times. Always seems like there's something just under the surface with that one. Cheerful and yet angry. Or bitter. Like he was holding something back. They say Icelanders never forget a grudge.
They do.
And by they, I actually just mean me.
So Dagny didn't go to the police to help in finding Magnus because she's a wanted person.
Any other information for me?
Not really. Most Mostly I just kick it in the cubicle and keep my tall ship's lifestyle blog updated. It's called Ship Facts. Want to hear about it?
Sure.
Sure. Educate me.
Okay. Ship Facts. The forecastle on a ship refers to the upper forward deck of a sailing ship, but it's pronounced forecastle.
Forecastle. That's quite a
Like an English sailor with no
difference from how it's spelled. Different pronunciation from how it's spelled. Forecastle.
Whittled down. Get it?
Hey, that's pretty neat.
Well, I'll ask her for another
Can I
ship
hear
fact.
another ship fact?
Maybe some more until she runs out.
Before 1965, captains sometimes had difficulty finding people interested in joining their crew. So they just started kidnapping them. They pay a big guy to go around a popular harbor.
That sounds almost like Shanghai, which was mentioned in Danger on Deception Island.
It's called pressing. One
Getting crew by kidnapping people and taking them through tunnels out to the ships in the harbor.
Can I hear another ship fact?
Cool fact. Most people think all pirates were men.
Yes, they think all the best professions in the world were dominated by men.
One of them, Jacques Delay, was born in Haiti. After her mother died and her father was killed, she became one of the most feared pirates in the Caribbean. At one point, she faked her own death during a battle. She went undercover and pretended to be a man for years. When she finally revealed her true identity, other pirates gave her the nickname Back from the Dead Red because of her bright red hair.
Can I hear another ship fact?
Food for thought. In the days of pirates, some governments decided to get in on the raiding action by authorizing certain ships to act just like pirates. In other words, they were allowed to board and steal from other ships as much as they liked.
Really?
Ships were called privateers.
Privateers. Interesting word.
Can I hear another ship fact?
Here's a fact. These days, it's common to hear jokes about sailors having scurvy. But for thousands of years, scurvy was a terrible and mysterious disease with no known cure. The fix for scurvy? Eat an orange. It's caused by a vitamin C.
Yeah, that I know.
These days, few sailors suffer from scurvy. The invention of refrigeration allows for fresh fruit to be frozen and brought on long sea voyages.
Can I hear another ship fact?
How about this one? The carved wooden figure at the front of a ship is called...
Oh, so that's what that lion head is on the front of the ship, a figurehead.
Long ago. They believe the carvings could ward off evil spirits at sea.
Can I hear another ship fact?
I like this one. Starting in the 17th century, ships could signal messages to each other by flying differently patterned flags from their masts. This system remains in use today. Some messages are simple. I need help. Others are more complicated, such as, my ship is on fire and my cargo is explosive, so don't come over here.
Can I hear another ship fact?
Oh, you're out,
I
huh?
thought I'd say this,
All right.
but I'm all out of ship facts. How's that missing persons investigation going?
I better get back to work. Goodbye.
All
Talk
right.
to you later.
Oh, phone call.
Hello?
And it's from Ned.
Still on your way?
Hey, Ned. No, I'm already here.
Oh, good. How close are you?
Getting closer all the time. I feel like I'm definitely near to a breakthrough.
Oh, cool. I can't wait.
It's hard to get people to talk, though.
Get people to talk?
Yes, I've managed to narrow down that the treasure is related to the ship somehow, but beyond that, I haven't figured out the specifics.
What are you talking about? Are you on a case right now?
Well, of course. I'm in Iceland.
Nancy, do you know what today is?
Sunday?
It's our anniversary today. We had reservations for dinner, remember?
Oh my goodness.
You were on your way to the restaurant, but I guess not.
Oh, no. Ned. Oh, Ned, I'm so sorry.
Oh man.
Well, yeah, you being in Iceland and all, I figured. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. You tend to get a little focused on me. But, wow.
Iceland.
of all places.
I owe you a serious apology. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Ned. That's part of why we're celebrating this anniversary in the first place. You're passionate, and that's great. It's part of why we're together. I've heard of getting stood up on an anniversary.
Oh man.
like this.
Oh, tell me about it.
Souvenir from your trip, okay?
Yes, that's what I will do. When I get some money, I will I'll buy a gift for Ned.
Crinkle ice cream. There's a game
game on tonight I really wanted to watch with Bert, so maybe it's Cosmic Fate.
Cookie
Anyway,
Kringle ice cream, or is that Cocoa Kringle ice cream?
It is. Lost treasure, a missing captain, and a town with a pile of secrets.
sounds like the usual fare in Nancy World. Remember, you can give me a call anytime you want.
Hint, hint.
And wait for it. Stay cool.
Oh boy, that was just the worst.
Well, she has to stay cool in a cold environment with it being Iceland, you know?
Glaring at me. I think I should get out of here.
Bye, Ned. I'll give you a call soon.
Bye.
Hey, girl!
I
Girl.
actually do have a name, you know. It's Nancy.
Get your little lady bones into the prep area and get some turremotor orders ready. It's all hands on deck for the lunch rush at the Miss.
Oh, so he wants her to do it because he refuses to do it after Elizabeth asked.
Sharp stuff?
You're eating and logged in here for free, just like me. So it's only fair to get some good work out of you.
Well, might as well take a stab at it.
Looks like he's caused some trouble here in the pub. All right, so I have to I don't know how to say it. Bura matur tre. Okay, according to the order requests. You'll notice here orders can be filled in a row or squares of similar colors. Filled order like this one is grayed out here. You have a max of 6 squares for each row. And across the row, and here's another way to do it. Now, the number of orders, you always have 5 orders, but the number of them with how many squares there are can vary. And I think some of them aren't possible to make. So whatever order you get, you don't have to do it. You can just click on new order until you find one that you know you can do. So I'm going to probably do that. And you get paid for doing this. You get tips of 1,000. I'm not sure what the currency is called here in Iceland. But
Okay, time to get to work.
all right. I can't do this one. I'm gonna try another. Nope. I think I can do this one. All right, so just watch me. All right, so they're grayed because the orders have been filled. All right, order successfully completed, and I'll make another tray. Okay, when I have made money, there's a coin purse that appears. It tells me how much money I have. Let's see. No, can't do this one. No. All right, I can do this one. Oh, okay. So this is can always differ, with the animals chosen to fill up, but usually some are easy to do if they follow the same kind of pattern. Like if if these were different only by the animals and the order in which they were, I could do that too. I mean, it's a little hard to explain, but I'm trying my best. Oh. Yeah, I thought I could do this, but I can't. And you don't want to take too long to do it because then tips you get will be reduced. But yeah, the good thing is you don't have to fill out every single order. You can skip them like I did. And I think you only have to fill out one at max or minimum. But you need more than that to buy stuff. All right. All right, maybe just a couple more when I have enough to get the goods from the gift shop. All right. Yeah, I can tell you this is not a puzzle I have memorized, so I always have to go back and check what I'm doing when I play this, if I want to work enough tips. Oh, if you fill enough orders, multiple orders, you get an award, of course. All right, just one more for the time being, and then I want to get back to work. Okay. One other thing I want to also use with my earnings is watch this Skiprot a history. It's split up in 3 parts, and each part is 450. What is that currency called? Croniers, I guess. All right.
The year was 1783 when rocky fissures opened and vomited fire and smoke onto the land. Thousands perished immediately into the madness, and the sky grew dark, and even foreign lands were covered. We called those times the mist hardships, and in that darkness, the people of Skiprot struggled to survive. One night,
The Herlikide.
it was the Herlikide. Captain Lawrence and his crew were rescued and taken in.
All right, that's the end of part 1. So now I want to. You got to make sure you slide this here to watch the next parts, because otherwise, if you put money in and don't move the switch, you're just going to be replaying the same part over and over.
Once ashore, Lawrence explained that he carried with him a moat of golden treasure. He promised to share it, along with his ship's supply, in exchange for shelter until winter's end. That winter was darker than ever. No stars shone, and soon even the supplies on the Herlikide ran thin. But even in the middle of that hardship, love bloomed. For Lawrence had fallen in love
With Alda.
the doctor of the town's founding family. Soon, Lawrence and Alda were wed, and soon after that, the marriage bore a baby girl. Eventually, the poison water drew away from the shores, and the fish returned to Skiprot. Thanks to Lawrence, many more people had survived than in neighboring towns. The townspeople wanted to rebuild their home. They needed money, and fast. They needed the treasure Lawrence had promised them.
All right, on to the final part.
But Lawrence explained that he would need to sail somewhere else in order to retrieve his promised treasure. The townspeople called Lawrence a liar. They accused him of trying to escape from his new life in China. They grew angrier and angrier. Soon, a fight had broken out. When the dust cleared, the townspeople looked in horror at what they had done. Alden was no longer breathing. The townspeople carried a heavily injured Lawrence into the inn, intending to banish him once he had recovered from his wounds. But he, too, passed away, leaving only a diary for his young daughter. That daughter eventually grew, married, and bore a daughter ever on, and so on. Today, Elizabeth is the only remaining descendant of the original.
Oh, so Elizabeth is a descendant of Alda and Lawrence. Oh,
Wow, what a sad story.
very sad story. All right, before I forget, I do want to show there is one other way you can make some money here. Learn Icelandic, earn kronir. What this is a vocabulary game. There are 4 rounds to it. You earn 600 kronir in total. But this is totally optional. I'll just do 1 and then move on. It's just I find that filling the orders is the faster, if not a little faster, maybe a little bit easier way to earn money. Because this only gives you 600. All right. All right, then you submit, and if you, you earn 150 kroner per round if you get all the answers correct. But yeah, there are 4 rounds to it. That's why I'm not crazy about playing this. I'd rather do the orders, even though it can take a bit longer. Let's see. All right, yeah. Since you don't earn as much and there's several steps to doing it, that's why I don't care to do this. You don't have to do it. If you do enough games, you get an award for it, though, of course. All right, now I want to go have Nancy go to sleep and have the tide changed. Because right now the current tide is low. I wouldn't be able to get up to the lighthouse using the dinghy, which is what I need. I need to use that to travel to the lighthouse, but the tide's low, so if I go to sleep now, then the tide will be high. If you change the tide multiple times, you get an award for that. All right. Oh, this is a fish cleaning station, and look here, another phone charm. Whoa. A local fisherman. Yeah, with his role as a fisherman and sailor, that's also why, and his gruff demeanor and his sweater, similar sweater, that's why he reminds me so much of Holt Scotto. Okay, I can take that book. What for? You'll see later. Okay, now that I have money, I need to go to the culture center and buy the batteries for the flashlight and this vocabulary dictionary or Icelandic dictionary. Let's see how much. Okay, I want to buy this for Ned, but that's quite expensive and I need to do 6 more orders to do it. I will do that later though. I promise I will come back and get this. I think that's the best gift you can get Ned as for the anniversary, especially to make it up to him than anything else there, but it is quite expensive. So I will come back to it. Okay, and now that I have the dictionary and pamphlet, I want to fix the motor. So, let's see. So I need to look at it for the numbers. And when I look here in the pamphlet or manual that Soren gave me, so the top voltage is 16, second is 9, third is 19, last is 13. So
The motor's intact, but I'll need to replace the spark plugs and cables.
all right. So I guess these are the cables she said and the spark plugs. So I have to have the top as 16, which is sextan. But first I have to fill in the corner the spark plugs. And so I have to choose the numbers, even though they're in Icelandic, I know what they are. Red goes here, black goes here. I have to choose the numbers that add up to the voltage here. So let's see, I have to choose 12, Tolf, and Fjordir. I don't know if I'm saying these right. I don't know Scandinavian words. So 12 and 4 will equal 16. Next is 2 Tevir, or is it Tevir? I don't know. Forgive me if I'm saying these incorrectly. Sjo, 2 and 7 equals 9. Neo. And you have to put the spark plugs first. You can't put the voltages in place and then the spark plugs afterwards. Okay, next is 10 TU plus Neo, 9 is 19. Nichian, I don't know. Fim, 5, and Atta, 8 is the last one. 13, Breaktan. All right, so that sound means it's fixed.
Don't know whose boat this is, but I'll just...
I'm sure it's Magnus's, definitely. All right, now I'm gonna move it, transport it over to the lighthouse. Yeah, if it was at low tide, I wouldn't be able to get up there, but I can now. So, and I have the lighthouse key from the desk. Oh, I guess I don't know if Magnus no, he did open it. I was thinking Magnus hasn't used the lighthouse key before, but he's gotten into the desk to have had the diary in there, so didn't get that far. Guess he didn't get that far before he disappeared. Oh look, it's a background image from the last game, Labyrinth of Lies. Okay, I'm gonna call Alex.
Okay, I'm in the lighthouse.
Awesome. I can remote the power from here, but I'm going to need you to get all the pieces in place first. One of our staff programmers wrote a new idiot-proof failure mechanic for it. Anyways, I think you need to mix the colored channels to create white light. When all of the channels are white, the light will power back on.
This process sounds anything but simple.
Yeah, exactly. That's programmers for you. Give it a whirl and give me a call if you get stuck.
All right, so I have to make white light in order to get the lighthouse going again.
White light to get the lighthouse running.
That's what I just said. Thank you, Nancy. So what this is showing that I have to have 2 or more lights line up together of the same light color to line up together to turn from blue to white. So it starts with blue. Okay, so then I have to merge them together to get green. All right, now I need to have those touching each other so they get moved to the next color. So as you can see, 2 or more of lights of the same color need to touch each other to get the next. Okay, gotta get more. You need to get 5 white lights here. Great. All right, so I've got 1 white light. If you fill up the board, though, before you can get 5 white lights, then it's reset. And I kind of don't want to do that. Okay. All right, not that great because I need to have those mixed colored lights touching each other. Oh, good. All right, got, well, almost 3. All right, now I should get 3. Haha. Oh, but now I need to get another mixed color light. Okay, just 1 more. All right, I did it.
Phew, fixed it. Time to phone Alex again.
Woohoo! Thanks, you saved my butt.
Glad I could help.
Okay,
Yeah, glad.
let's talk about stealing stuff.
I prefer the term
Snooping.
snooping.
Whatever, Klepto. You need a distraction? I got one. There's an alarm hidden in Magnus' captain's chair.
Back in the wheelhouse?
Yep. Hopefully you're using it for the forces of good, but hey, no judgment.
Okay, now let's go. What the?
Uh-oh, that's not good. The windows are
Oh no.
It's so cold. I need to get out of here.
I don't think Iceland is where you want to get trapped. All right.
Small numbers at the bottom, a big number at the top. It looks like the pieces add to the total of the pieces.
Yes, that's how you solve it. The big numbers are the total numbers that the numbers below it have to add up, to which they have to add up. All right. Uh-oh, it's playing emergency danger music. All right, so that's 11 and 18, 17. So that'll be 12 right here. I don't think it was an accident either. Okay, so now I want to head back to the ship. Or back to the town anyway. Oh, if you take the dinghy out enough, you get an award for that. Oh, look here. There's the lighthouse lit up. Okay, so now that Alex has told me about the alarm, I will use that to get rid of Elizabeth so I can snoop in her bag. All right, footsteps. She's left. And I want to make sure I get all I need to while I'm here. Otherwise, when I leave, she'll come back and I'd have to set the alarm again. Here's the key to Magnus's cabin.
I'll just be borrowing this. I have a feeling Elizabeth never opened her gift. 4 crystals of each color, huh?
All right. I'll look into that when I go to his cabin. All right, let me get the snowmobile key. But it's out of gas. Well, no problem. I got the gas canister from the pub. Oh, snow leopard. What a nice name for that. All right, so there are 2 ways to go. This is the way to the ice caves. This is the way to Magnus's cabin. And I want to go to Magnus's cabin first. When I back up, I'll be back in Skiprot. Oh, could this be Ned?
Hey, Nancy, it's me. Are you busy right now?
Just a little. Why?
Oh no, no reason. Just checking in. Just wanted to make sure you were alive and stuff. You totally are. That's great.
Ned, you sound funny.
Ned,
as
you
in
sound
strange.
funny. Are you okay?
Nancy, everything's fine. Everything's normal. I'm just doing normal people stuff. You know, normal.
I'm just getting a strange vibe.
No, listen. I just wanted to tell you about something.
Ned?
Sorry. I just,
Please, tell me what's wrong.
fine, I promise. Nothing's wrong. Dude, give me the phone. No. This is just
Who's this Bert guy? A college roommate of his or something? What the?
Ned?
Ned?
Ned? What on earth is going on?
Yes, I want to know what's going on too. Let's see if I can call him back.
You've reached Ned Dickerson. Unless you're a telemarketer or my older sister, in which case...
Is that really a voicemail? That just sounds like him talking, saying he's talking as a voicemail message. All right, it's locked, of course, but I've got the key. All right, want to look inside here. Ooh, more of the decorations for the wheel. Am I going to find them all in here? There, as you can see, there are 10 to find in all. Oh, I see some more. Oh, the ice caves. Oh, hey, look at this one. That one seems blocked. Oh, this must be Toomey's bed.
No dog? A spare luggage key, huh?
Your mutt likes shiny things. Discovered this the hard way. Spare luggage key went missing. Briefly saw it in Toomey's mouth, but he ran off with it. Can you keep an eye out for it? Gotta come out at one end or the other. Well, yeah, it came out, and there it is. That's the key to Dagny's luggage. Whoa, I can't believe I said Daphne. Dagny's luggage that is in the cultural center. Oh, here's another. I want to listen to his voicemail. If you listen to all of his messages, you get an award for it.
Like a month, or seen you, or anything. Can we chat about things tonight? I literally can't
can't believe you still have a landline. What are you, 90? Anyways, call me back. I think I found something big. I want to show it to you. I stashed it in my bag for now, but I think this could be a part of our big break, you know what I mean?
Smokes, please pick up. I'm sorry about last night. I didn't mean what I said.
If you skip over the messages, you don't get the award.
Hi, Magnus. It's Great International Publishing House. Just wanted to reach out about your latest manuscript. The editors really enjoyed Merman, an exploration of postmodernist masculinity and nautical limericks. And we would love to extend a formal publishing agreement. We do have some questions about scope. We think 240 limericks might be a little much. Is there any way you could cut that down a bit? Anyway, give me a call back and I'd love to chat further. Bye now.
Magnus, I swear, if you don't call me back, you owe me this, Magnus. You owe me this talk. We've been together 4 years. 4 years, and you think you can just walk out on me whenever things get tough? Just disappear. That's not how this works. That's not okay. You have to let people in. I love you so much. Please don't do this to me. Magnus, everyone else, fine. Not me. I'm going to ruin you. I'm going to destroy your happiness the way you destroyed mine. I hate you. I hate you for what you did to me. You're going to regret it.
Hey, remember the plan we laid out for today? Remember the part when we were all like, hey, we should crash the ship into the harbor and then abandon it, leaving Dagny to handle all the PR fallout? Yeah, me neither. Thanks a lot, Magnus. Wherever you're hiding out, I hope you're happy with yourself.
All right, I got the award, as you can see it lighting up. Okay. This is important for a puzzle. The crow's nest, which stands in the center of Skiprot. Solution is to divide into groups of 6, no touching another attempt after the festival crowds die down. I'll look into that when I return to Skiprot. But there are 2 puzzles here that I want to do.
Dog toys?
Yep, this is the paper that I got from that table in the captain's quarters. It's for this puzzle. Okay, so you need to fill, each row and column has to have 2 of each dog toy. Wow, he's got 24 dog toys. That's quite a lot for a dog. There are a couple already stuck together, but these are the clues to what toys go where in each row and column. All right, that's the first row done. First column done. All right, that's done.
I wonder if anyone else has seen these.
This is the important part in these papers. I was down at the docks. I just need to find a tool to scrape those barnacles away, but once I do, I'll have caught up to Lawrence. Maybe that has another sounding number. Unfortunately, because the tide is now high, the water has risen and the barnacles can no longer be seen. As you saw previously, when the tide was low and I climbed into the dinghy, you can see the barnacles clear as day on the legs of the deck. Okay, and then there's the crystal puzzle right here.
These must belong with that reference I saw earlier. 4
Of each color down and across.
No 3 together in a line.
Yeah, no more than 3. And each row and column needs to have 4 of each color. I don't know what you'd call this. Yellow, blue, gold, and blue. All right, so when three of a kind touch each other, of a color touch each other in a row or column, then it looks like that. So that's the clue you need to know, that it needs to be the other color. All right, so that's correctly filled out, this column. All right, now I can open this. Oh, look at this.
Arrange these pieces to see what the full image looks like.
That's, this is where I have some of the pieces of paper already, but not all of them. There's still more to find before I can make the full image here. But this is what also I need to look at. Although I can't, it's some kind of music box, and oh, that looks like the symbol of the lion on the figurehead, or those slots there behind it. Okay, I can't do anything with it right now. Still need to find the rest of the decorations. Here's one right up here. Okay. Okay, I got them in there. Okay, here we go. Now I'm gonna go explore the ice caves. That's why I need batteries in the flashlight, because it's dark in there. Hey, a glove.
Wonder who it belongs to.
Icebreaker. Interesting brand name.
I bet I can break through this ice with a sharp enough tool.
Yes, that's why I have this hook. And that's also why this is also the image in one of those pictures on Magnus's wall. That's why I wanted to go to his house first before the ice caves, because I need to see those pictures first. Otherwise, I won't be able to get through here, even if I have the hook. All right. There are several places to stop by. And if you explore all places in the ice caves, you get an award. Some are more important than others. But right here, you can get an additional Easter egg. Here it is. This is the bonus Easter egg you get if you have the bonus edition. Oh, what's with all those numbers at the top? Okay, now I want to get back to work. Okay. All right, another phone charm, an axe. I don't think there's any other important place here. Oh, and you'll come into some dead ends here, but you don't want to use the hook on them because it's a game over. The cave will collapse. Okay, there is one other place I need to go, though. I thought there was down here some additional... Yeah, I still get lost searching in the ice caves. I think I'll go this way. Okay, that's a dead end. Can't go through there. Okay, here's where I want to be, because I need these pieces of paper. I think I looked through all places I need to be. Now, can't go that way. Now I want to go. All right. when you're at this point, this is when you want to back away to exit out of the cave. Okay, there's the snowmobile. Now I want to go back to Skiprot. How do you think my pronunciation is of the town? I think it's pretty well saying it off the tongue, like how they're saying it, Skiprot. Gunner? What is... Oh my gosh, he's got a huge knife.
Gutting fish for Elizabeth.
Gutting fish? Good heavens.
Like a giant man just threatening you. Tell me.
Your name's Gunner? Are you sure it isn't Gutter? Sheesh. Okay. Oh, Dagny's not here. Well, you know what? Here's the crow's nest.
Oh, look, mention this crow's nest. Maybe there's something here.
Yes. As it said here, solution is divided into groups of 6. Let's see, what... Okay, that's... Oh, that was in... Yeah, here it is. Into groups of 6. Okay, so you can see here where it's darkened that they need to be grouped into groups of 6. And so when all of these are lit up, something will happen. All right, one more. Okay. Soren? What the heck happened to him?
Soren, and he looks injured. Oh no.
Huh, some kind of wooden gear. Okay, I want to go talk to him.
Oh, hi.
What happened to your face?
Gunner happened. Specifically, Gunner threw a bottle at me.
That's awful. Why would he do that?
Does he need a reason? It's happened twice before. Now do you see what I've had to deal with all these years? A lesser man than I would have packed his things and quietly retired to a nice beach somewhere. I could easily take my work to Reykjavik. I don't know why I stayed. Some forlorn sense of hope, maybe.
I've heard some interesting stuff about the treasure's origin. What do you know about it?
Do you know much about the Dutch East India Company?
Not a whole lot.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They didn't have any sailing routes near Iceland. Add in the fact that the original Captain Lawrence was English, not Dutch.
Really?
We have quite the mystery on our hands.
I'll let you go.
Bye now.
All right, now I want to see if I can talk to everyone else again. And before I do more, I want to earn some more money so I can buy the sword.
Hey,
So, say there is a treasure. What was it doing on the ship in the first place?
who knows? Who cares? Money's money.
It just seems fishy is all.
Yeah, fishy. What a
Excellent.
good pun to use in this
Not
circumstance.
fish.
I need to know who was present at the time of the festival.
I was there.
Who else did you see?
Only Gunner. Elizabeth and Soren were thoroughly MIA. Although half of Iceland is probably related to itself, so people kind of look alike. Could have missed something.
I found some pretty hostile messages between you and Magnus.
Sometimes a girl's gotta get angry to get what she wants. Scare people a little.
It sounded more like you were threatening him.
Okay, then show me exactly where any of those threats came true. You can't, because they were empty. Just scare tactics, Nancy.
What do you think of Gunner?
In terms of the treasure, he tried to sabotage the festival last year, and the year before that. I wouldn't be surprised if this is his stunt of his.
Goodbye.
Toodles.
Okay, oh, what's this?
About me? Written by
I'll be darned.
haven't seen him in a while.
He's still several steps ahead of Nancy. All right. I think I need 6 orders. It only goes up to 9,999, but I need to make 6 orders to fill it up to the top. All right. Okay, well, this is going much more smoothly than it had when I first started. All right, just 2 more. All right, 1 more, and that should be it. All right, nope, I'm done.
Stop now.
I heard you've had problems with the festival the last couple of years. Care to talk about that?
The festival is not what it once was. I'll return things to the old ways no matter how many buckets of hot tar I have to dump. Some of the harbor boats still have holes in their bottoms.
I see. Did you have a plan like that for this year, too?
Elizabeth said no more trouble or she kicks me out of the skip. I only pay with an angry sheep.
What does that mean?
Means I do it, but I don't like it.
You spend a lot of time in the pub, don't you? Why?
What kind of a question is that? Am I a lonely little man sitting in the pub crying over a tiny plate of pretty biscuits thinking about all the women I've ever lost and writing it all down as a wimpy little notebook? No! Then I would be Magnus. Me. I am a mountain wolf. I roam the wilds and I keep my own company. I am a predator.
Why did you hit Soren?
Hit Soren?
He said you threw a bottle at him.
I did no wailing, tailing thing of the sort. He's a liar is what he is, and he's trying to make Gunner look bad.
What were you fighting over then?
Nothing. It never happened. We have fought before. But this time, he's a liar.
Goodbye.
Be gone with you.
All right. So when you want to buy something for Ned, it's not enough to just buy it. If you have to gift wrap it, so that way then the game knows that you want it, that it's for him.
Soren, can I use some of this gift wrap?
Yes.
Great. Now to pick a gift.
Okay.
Can I help?
All right, I'll ask him everything. But the last question here, I just saw someone take a sweater. You want to tell him to distract him, to get him away from his desk, because you need to go behind here and do some things, including look at Dagny's luggage here.
Have you always lived here?
For 12 years.
Now that I have the key, that's what how you can trigger that moment to happen. The key that Toomey ingested, then let out through the other
I was
end.
born 10 miles away.
And that means you don't live here?
To him, yes. To everyone, yes. It's preposterous. In their minds, I'll never be from Skiprot because I wasn't born here. Upper secondary school was a nightmare with these people.
I may not know much about Skiprot, but there are lots of unpleasant people in my line of work. Sometimes persistence helps.
Oh, I've tried. I've bent over backwards to put on this festival for them, and yet no one invites me out. I'm not welcome at the pub. Spending my birthday alone is getting to be a real downer.
I sense some bad blood between you and Gunner.
Huh. It's more like Gunner dumping bad blood onto me, repeatedly, while laughing. I try to be patient, given his history. But what a Neanderthal, that one. I can't reason with a man who only speaks fist. Between you and me, he's never been the same since that terrible crash years ago.
Crash?
Crash?
I don't know that it's my place to speak of it, but his boat sank to the bottom of the bay, and he hasn't sailed since. Now he stays locked up in that pub of his.
So, you attended the festival, right?
Present and accounted for, naturally.
Interesting. Dagny says you weren't there.
I was up in Old Stulka, manning the controls for our audio. That's the tower right outside this center. People very rarely look up, I found, which is a shame. Lots of nifty things in that direction.
What are your thoughts on the treasure rumor?
Ah, the treasure. X marks the headache. When I heard someone wanted to seriously search for it, I was overjoyed. Maybe I'd stop hearing about it for once. I sold the exploration rights in exchange for Ms. Silva funding the ship rebuild.
Do you have any interest in the treasure?
Certainly. All of us have tried looking for it, even Gunner, though he'll deny it. Alas, I cannot speak for my treasure hunting abilities. Though I often go scavenging for lost artifacts in the hillsides, I have yet to succeed in finding anything aboard the Herberkite.
Were people upset you sold the exploration rights?
Oh, absolutely rabid, especially Gunner. But I've long since learned that they'll hate anything I do. If I so much as cough in the wrong direction, I've got a mob of angry citizens on my porch. So enough with their complaints. If they feel such rage about it, they can come talk it out with me over a nice cuppa. They won't.
Cuppa? Alright, now I'll distract him.
Take a sweater from the gift shop. Those are free, right?
No!
Oops. You might want to look into that then.
Stop! Thief!
Better hurry. He'll be back soon.
Alright, here's Dagny's luggage. And here's the key. I need these. Oh, a book from Moira to Dagny. Alright, but there's also some other things I need to look at.
This looks familiar.
That's Soren's glove.
Another glove near the caves.
Alright, this is important. That refers to his tablet in order to unlock it.
Volcanic winter. Do these elements link up to that somehow?
Yes, you need to use the elements to make new elements. So let's see. Yes, I need lava. And the last one I need is desert. And now you don't need to keep them all there because once they're created, they appear in these squares here. So I need desert plus energy to create dust cloud, and energy plus lava equals eruption. Dust cloud and eruption equals volcanic winter. Let's see. Oh, sunny June, of course. Oh, so Nancy's here. It's January. All right, I've looked at all these. I better hurry before he comes back. Hey, what happened here?
Looks like there's been a struggle.
Well,
That's Dagny's phone. Where's Dagny? Easy enough. Let's see.
well, remember that message I found? Phone password is scuttlebutt. Well, now I can break into her phone using that password. Okay.
So Magnus knew he was being followed. I need to get a closer look at that bed frame.
So the bed frame in the captain's quarters has something. All right, I'll check that out. So, mention something about magic circles and Venn diagrams. The key is the overlapping sections. Okay. Oh, so Dagny was married to a woman, Alicia DeSoto. Not anymore, though. Oh, okay. Hey, look at these footprints.
These footprints, they're huge.
Is that blood?
No guy in town has feet this size.
Okay, well, before I do anything else,
Is that
Gunner?
So much for never returning to the city. Where's he sneaking off to?
Yeah. Well, let's see if he's left anything behind in the pub. Oh, here's the...
There's a hole in the center.
what that gear he was like this. What is this disc that he was using as a coaster? All right, I want to go back onto the ship, look at the bed frame, but I also want to talk to Elizabeth. Let's see if I can get anything new from her.
Soren, come back.
Has anyone checked Magnus's cabin?
No. I wanted to.
But you didn't or can't?
Soren won't let anyone up there.
His cabin might give me a lead on his location. Can you help me find a way in?
No, this town takes care of its own. Our problems are ours, no one else's.
So you and Soren work together?
Yes, we both run the festival. But people are not happy. They dislike it.
I'm definitely sensing some of that. Why?
Not one of us. He doesn't know our stories. No shared memories.
He seems like a decent person, though. He's done a lot to help the town, at least.
Being his friend has a price here. You're either outside or inside in Skiprot. You cannot stand in the doorway. You will be driven out. We are not like Reykjavik, like a big city.
Sounds like people are trying to get rid of him. Ruining the festival would be a great way to do that, wouldn't it?
Your words, not mine. Regardless, he is welcome in my home and at my pub. I cannot always go against the town, but I can offer a warm meal and a listening ear.
I heard something about your family line in connection to the ship. Do you feel you have a claim to it?
It's true. The ship is mine, and everything on it. My great-great-great-great-grandfather was the original captain.
So what did you think of the restoration project then?
She is a beautiful ship, truly. But her history is stained with blood. Even though the treasure is rightfully mine, this fairy tale chasing business seems wrong. I thought the restoration would unite the town, but all it's done is drive us further apart.
So, technically, if the treasure were to be found, it would belong to you.
Family, people, that's what matters. The rest is useless noise.
I'm really sorry to hear about your and Magnus's breakup.
Hardly matters anymore.
I don't want to pry, but if you want to talk about it, I'm here.
Here's one for your case file. I've known Magnus all my life. We dated 4 years. The winters are long and dark. We found each other in that darkness, but then he went through hard times. He became obsessed over the ship. His world narrowed, and soon there was no room left for me. That's the end of it.
I heard about the town's debt issues.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I found some information in the culture center.
So you want to gloat, to chastise me. Yes, it's true. Yes, that's my fault. I won't sit here and defend myself. What I did was wrong, but I told Soren I was going to fix it.
I heard the story about your family.
I grew up with so much anger. I couldn't believe people would do that to one another.
People do strange things when money's on the line. I think they could bury the hatchet and move on. I guess not.
Nothing is ever buried here. Just sleeping, and sometimes it awakens in unexpected ways.
I heard your messages on Magnus's machine. You mentioned ruining him.
I'm not proud of the way I reacted. You should know that.
I'm sorry to be so blunt, but it's part of the investigation.
Understood. Just know that I have moved past that now. A large part of me still cares about him. But I am healing and rebuilding. Stronger than before, I think.
Can you tell me about the festival sound system?
It's been broken for a week.
Soren told me he was manning the sound system on the morning the Helikai crashed.
What? But that's not possible. There was no sound that day.
Sounds like we've got an alibi that doesn't quite match up. Did Gunner do anything unusual leading up to the festival?
Well, if you include the 2 festivals before this one, certainly. He ruined them single-handedly. Aside from that, only the usual threats. Gunnar swore he'd tie Magnus up and send him out to sea. Gunnar hates Magnus.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
One other thing. Yeah, Dagny will be gone for a while, but her phone holds other clues in the gallery here.
Pictures of a blank wall. Either Dagny's losing it or this is a clue.
Well, I will look into that. First, I want to look into the captain's bed.
And I should take a closer look. There are Venn diagrams. I need to place the numbers inside the circle so that they add up to the totals within the
Overlapping. So this is all based on circles that overlap with each other. Choose the numbers that have the number that is the total of what they would be. So like between this circle and this circle is 7, so they need to have 3 and 4. And so here, this one has 5, so this one, since there's 3 here, this needs to have 2, and so they turn black when they're correct. Okay, so with this one, these 3 are overlapping, and they'll form 10 here. As you see, it's in the center, so 5 needs to be here. Okay, this one is 13 between these 2 circles. I know it's confusing when you have more of them overlapping each other, but it's not that hard. Okay, that's correct. And then these 3 circles will add up to 23, so I need 8 here and 9 here, and then lastly 1, because with this circle it adds up to 10. Okay, more pieces of paper. All right, I also want to, I want to look into the hold where that wall is. The bilge is open.
Why?
Uh-oh, the water's rising. Okay, so the numbers need to appear as they do here in the corner. All right, let's see. All right, I did it.
The water stopped, but the gate's still shut. Help!
Nancy, are you all right?
That was an awfully close call. Someone's trying to get me out of the picture.
That's an understatement. I heard a motor off the deck, but I wanted to make sure you were safe first.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yep, you saved me. See? I knew we were going to be buddies.
Here, whoever attacked you dropped this in the hold.
Oh, looks like some sort of crank?
Definitely.
Gear?
I'm bad at the not getting locked in things aspect of a case, but I'm really good
or
at
knob, I
finding
guess.
spots for mysterious objects.
Everyone has their gifts.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
All right, now that I have all the decorations, I want to go to the wheel, and I'll show you what you need to do.
Whale? Fire? I think these images represent
Yep.
larger words. Maybe if I match them.
And I can show you one that you may not think of right away, but it's something I learned from Alex. See the 4 here? Roman numerals for 4 and castle. That will spell out what looks like forecastle, forecastle. So it's not how you start it. You can start however you want, but that's an important clue to know what decoration which one with which to match the castle decoration. Okay, so let's see. I know some of these others that match up. I'm not sure if I know of them, but here, rainbow. Let's see. Okay, there's footstool. So yeah, these are the one half, like you split them up like word by word, then you come together, they come together to form a new word. Okay, so okay, here, fireball. Yeah, you slide it in place like this when you want it locked with the decoration within the wheel. Okay, that's starfish. That was pretty easy. I don't know some of the words here that are being matched up, but that's springboard. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know what all of them are. Okay, this is sunflower. I think that's waterbed. No, my bad. Okay, if you make a mistake, just press it to slide out there. Okay, or is it water horse or seahorse? That goes with whale, but I'm not sure what the word is supposed to be. Okay, the last one needs to be with bed, and that would be here. I don't know what that word is then, though. Okay, so I got them all, and then it does that. Okay, that's the other half of the locator.
I bet I can fix the locator now.
But I need the other number to find the other number that adds up with along with 14 in order to use the locator on the sounding chart. So it's on the barnacles as implied by that note in by the notes in here. Yeah, but I need to change the tide because see, it's high, no barnacles. So I'm going to do that now. So now it'll be low. Now I'll be able to scrape the barnacles off using the hook. And that's where it is.
There are markings behind the barnacles.
All right, 26. Now I've got 14 and 26. I'm going to use the locator on those two numbers in order to find the other two that...
I've got 14 and 26. I'll need to find two more numbers to add up to 86.
All right. There are two sounding charts here. I think that's what Nancy said they were, but this is the one you need to use.
Got it. These are the
four numbers to that lock. So they have to be pressed in the order 11, 14, 26, 35. I will go ahead and do that now. Was she singing a love song? I'll look into it when I come back.
That's the doggy kennel in Magnus's nest.
Yeah. I'll hang on to this. All right, now... Okay, so it's 11, 14, 26, 35.
Those noises are mechanical. Something within the ship must have unlocked elsewhere.
Oh, hello.
What was that song you were singing?
Are you spying on me? I'm not here to entertain you.
With those words, it sounded like a love song.
Just an old family song. A sailing song. My mother taught it to me. She passed when I was young. She sang often.
I'm sorry to hear that. For what it's worth, that's something we both have in common.
Then you understand. It's how I remember her.
Later.
Bye now.
All right. Just wanted to talk to Elizabeth first, but that sound opened up the room that was seen in that wall in Dagny's phone.
Looks like I need to press the correct sections according to these numbers.
All right, and that's what this is about. Numbers appear to show the number of touching sections which have been filled. So all of these, you have 10 attempts, and they all the numbers need to be lit up. And then when they are, these are damned. Right. You can't press on the spots with the numbers. But you need to press buttons so that all 10 of them will be lit up. Oh, right. Yeah, well, all 10 of these will be pressed down, but these are 11 numbers. Okay. Hey, it looks like some pieces are missing. Are they gears of some sort? Well, is that what these go to? All these discs and gears that I've been finding? Okay, so carved star, metal disc, wheel, wooden wheel, and this metal crank, but it looks like I'm missing one. Okay.
No?
Soren told me about your boat crash.
He will pay for a wagon tongue.
Who told me isn't important.
Oh, my little fisker, but it is. Soren is not one of us. He is an outsider, born 10 miles away, a stranger.
10 miles away and he's a stranger forever? Well, that seems unfair to Soren.
Unfair means nothing. You think because a culture is unfair, it will change for you? That is not the world. That is not Skiprot.
Elizabeth said you threatened Magnus pretty directly.
I did. It was, how do you call it? Friendship.
So, an empty threat?
I threaten everyone.
It still seems a little strange.
Spoken by a woman with no friends.
Excuse me?
Hey, I have friends.
Young American girl, alone in a foreign country, no parents, no travel companions. Sure, Fisker. Sure you do.
Okay, Gunner. Do you know where Dagny is?
The mink?
The mink, yeah, that note said that's what he's calling her.
Dagny's heater. It looked an awful lot like one of yours.
What? No! I have nothing to do with it. Why would I take the mink? Where would I go? My only home is here in the boat.
I saw you taking a dinghy out.
Fishing trip.
You told me you gave up being on the water for good.
It wasn't me.
Oh, sure.
My brother, the other Gunnar, he,
Gunner.
Oh!
You're really gonna try to lie to me?
I was looking for the treasure, but so far, only empty hands.
You sure about that?
Leave me in peace!
Sheesh.
Hi.
Is it true that the town's in financial trouble?
In the spirit of full disclosure, yes. We've always had a bit of trouble attracting tourism out here. No spas, no ski resorts. We're a little, barren. Elizabeth, bless her heart, did everything she could to turn a profit off the festival. But it's just not in her nature.
So, that's why you restored the Herlichkeit?
This year, our tickets sold 10 times as well. I gave away the ship rights, yes, but I put us back in the black. Of course, did the anti-Soren mob lower their pitchforks even a centimeter? No, of course not.
Did you lock Magnus's cabin?
Yes. No one should be going in there until the authorities search everything.
Why not call the police?
Believe me, I want to, but I live life one step away from an angry mob on my doorstep. Why do you think I stay in the culture center?
So, you're afraid to contact the police and no one else will?
It's less that I'm terrified and more that... Actually, yes, I'm terrified. In these parts, vigilante efforts are very much the norm. Even if the police were to come in, no one would talk. I hate to admit it, but it's up to the two of us to crack this case.
Why was your glove found up near the volcanic caves?
My glove?
I'm certain it was yours.
Aha! My glove! I lost it. Aha! When I was trying to carry a bit of wood down from the hills, I was rather focused. I can get a bit addle-brained. I found the most interesting carving, you see, in part of an old tree near the caves. It may even be from the 14th century, or even earlier.
Where's the carving you brought back?
Oh, it needs to be treated before it can be exposed to the air again. If you'd like, I can show you later on.
Bye-bye.
Well, on with it.
She's not here.
Elizabeth must have locked it. Who's in here?
Hey, what's going on here?
Took my paw.
Elizabeth!
Enough already. Just leave me be. I never asked for you to intervene. Just stay where I can't see.
Sheesh. Alright, maybe I can ask her why she kicked Gunnar out.
Can I help?
So, what's behind the mystery door?
Just an old broom closet?
Oh yeah, like why did you hesitate before you said anything? Say anything?
Go away. Oh, hello.
What did Gunner do this time?
He runs his mouth and I can no longer bear it. He should have been out of my place years ago, but I let him stay. I care for those who don't care for me. I am a fool.
I think Gunner does care a lot. He just has a unconventional way of showing it.
Do you know what he said? He said Magnus would never return because he doesn't want to see me. Because I'm too settled.
I don't think that's true at all. I might not know Magnus, but I know you.
Untrue words still hurt. What if Magnus is hiding from me? What if he doesn't want to be found? Please, leave me alone. I need time to think.
Gunner's not here. Oh. Why does he have letters? I wonder if I just leave briefly, will he reappear there? Huh. Oh, Ned?
Hi.
Want to explain what that was
I'm
about?
explaining what all that was about earlier.
I'm so sorry. I just panicked and I don't know what came over me.
Over what?
Panicked? Over what?
Look, Nancy, the thing I got you for our anniversary, it's not a thing. It's kind of a, sort of a intangible concept, really. When a guy like me begins ruminating, let me tell you, it can get pretty crazy up in the old noggin. Looking back on all the times we spent together, all those times you almost got seriously hurt. Like that one time you almost burned to death. Or that time when you almost got killed by that giant falling blade. Or on that raft in New Zealand. Or that one thing with that mansion on fire. What happened then? Forget. Or, well...
I get the idea.
Yeah, get the idea.
I get lucky a lot, and I kind of fall into things.
But it's so much more than that. You have that help people too. There's this fire within you. I firmly believe that you're going to save the world someday. At times, I worry like crazy. Even if I'm out with my friends or at a game or in the middle of a class, I've got one hand on my phone, terrified I might get that call one day. A call that this time you didn't get lucky. And that used to terrify me. But now, I'm not afraid. What I'm trying to say is, I can't imagine life or the world without you. And even though I might get that call someday, I'm not going to let fear hold me back. I love you. I love you so much.
Wow.
Wow. If you tell Ned you love him too, you get an award.
I love you too, Ned. I might not always be the greatest at showing it, but my cases are full of people I can't trust. People I need to expect the worst from. But with you, I always know you're there for me, no matter what. And I really think...
Did you say that? Dude, go away. We're having couple time. Anyways, Nancy, I wanted to say this in person. Still do. So, come home quickly, okay?
You got it. I think I'm close to the end of the case now.
Bye, Nancy. I love you.
Love
Love you too.
Bye now.
All right, now he's here. I guess that when you go out and talk to Ned again, that'll trigger Gunner appearing here.
What happened with Elizabeth?
She locked me out of the pub. This time for good.
It seems like she was pretty upset by whatever you said to her.
That's not your business. Everyone tries to turn against me in the end. Gunnar always had Gunnar's back.
Maybe you should take some time to cool off.
No need for that woman. No need for anyone anymore. That blasted woman won't let me get into the skip again. There's a box of mine, a personal box. I did not get a chance to grab it before Elizabeth threw me out. It is special. If you help, I'll give you the only clue I have to this sorry business.
I'll help you, but it does seem suspicious.
I'm being honest as the day is short. Nancy, please.
Talk to you later.
Alright, so I gotta get his personal items.
Oh, it's
Oh.
unlocked already. She looks like me. A
Oh,
birthday card for Gunner?
oh. Gunner's wife and daughter drowned, and he was piloting the dinghy. Oh. So that's why he's so bitter. Loss of family can really make you a bitter person.
I think this belongs to you.
Oh, thank you, Fisker. The box. Did you open it?
Yes.
Yes.
I see. I am ashamed of the way I acted towards Elizabeth. I have been angry and blind for too long. My daughter wouldn't stand for me like this. No more of that childishness now. Every day I wake up and for one moment I think they're still alive. I reach over to my wife's side of the bed to hold her, and it's all comes
Oh.
back. And I remember, they're gone. They're both gone. And I am alone.
I'm so sorry, Gunner.
It was a long time ago. I can see now there are still things left to live for. Strong ships, good festivals, new neighbors. I will apologize to Elizabeth. Come see me at the Misty Skip after the tides change. I'll give you everything I have.
Alright, I think I will use the opportunity to go upstairs to sleep to change the tide so Gunnar can give me what he has.
Welcome back.
This is for you. Couldn't wrap my old head around it, but maybe you can make a head out of a tail.
Ah,
Make good use of it, Fisker. And don't go wasting it or dropping it with your tiny little lady hands.
alright, I think I will go to Magnus's cabin because I think I have all of these sketch pieces and recreate the image that they show. Oh, not here, right here. Okay. Looks like a star. All right, yeah, when you see the hand change, that means it's in where it needs, the place it needs to be. Okay. Okay, and so corner pieces are flowers. There we go. Alright, I think this is the last of it. And it's a star with flowers in the corner.
I've seen this design.
In the lighthouse. Well, now that the tide is high, I can go
There
there.
must be something there.
Elizabeth?
Elizabeth, and what's under that tarp? Oh, this is bad.
I think, well, actually, I think I'll confront her first. Then I'll go to the lighthouse.
I think it's time to find out what Elizabeth's hiding in that deck closet.
Nancy, stop! Don't go in there!
Sorry, Elizabeth, but it's time to come clean. I know you're hiding someone in there.
No, you can't!
Dog? It's Toomey. Remember from the pictures? That's Toomey. What, so she's keeping him here? We're obviously meant to think she was hiding Magnus.
So much for finding Magnus, I guess.
You thought I was hiding Magnus.
You have to admit, it was really suspicious. Sorry I pinned you wrong, though.
I guess it was a little strange.
So I have to ask the obvious. Why are you keeping a dog in a closet?
Toomey wouldn't do well in a shelter.
He seems to really like you.
This scrappy little mutt. I want to hate him so much. But I just can't.
When did you manage to get to me?
Just before Magnus left to take the ship into harbor. That's why I wasn't at the festival.
Hang on. So you knew Magnus was going to go missing?
No, but I knew he'd notice it to me. And then maybe he'd have to come looking for me for once.
Elizabeth, pet napping may not be a healthy way to handle this.
Yeah.
I agree. It started off as that, but now that he's missing, I feel like it's smarter to keep Toomey here. If someone did abduct Magnus, how long would Toomey spend in the cage of the boarders? Listen, Nancy, just a little while ago, I realized something. When you told me my family song sounded like a love song, that's because it is a love song. It's a love song for my family's heritage.
The treasure.
Treasure.
So, the purpose of the song was to make sure only Captain Lawrence's descendant could find that treasure.
Here, have this. I've never shown these to anyone. Maybe they've been the key all along. I trust you to find out the truth, Nancy.
Well, that's nice.
Bring Magnus home.
Alright. Now I want to go to the lighthouse. Find that star. What the? Someone's coming.
Hello?
Dagny?
Dagny?
Hey, Drew.
Oh, so...
So much for being missing. I've been looking for you.
Fun fact. It's really easy to fake a
So she faked her disappearance.
Say we talk this over down in the fort. Next to the heater. You look like you could use a coffee break. Take a load off.
Oh, so you're acting very nonchalant.
You're on one. I want to believe the best here, but
You should stop doing that. People like me don't deserve that. Anyways, you, me, town.
Alright, after I talk to her, then I gotta head back here.
you've gone missing, huh?
Yeah, don't look at me with those cute puppy eyes. I needed some time to crack the case without anyone catching on to me.
You
Okay.
must have a compelling lead on the treasure. Otherwise, knowing you, you'd never have left the heater.
Detectives. Okay.
You can't fool me.
Fine. The ship itself is a map to the treasure.
I got the impression of
The
that.
problem is the original ship was torn apart. Many of the pieces of the original have been built into the town.
Yeah,
I've been putting
like the
them
crow's
together, but
nest.
Something's still missing. I need some sort of key, something to help me decode the map.
So, let me guess. You know where to find that key.
Not even. But you know what?
Maybe.
I think you do.
Maybe.
Maybe I do.
Playing it cool, huh? Just a casual reminder that I get a finder's fee for nabbing this treasure, Drew. I might be willing to part with a piece of it for the right gal. I like you. I think we could be business partners if this thing rolls out right.
I don't want to
I don't know.
do something to Magnus, but you're not giving me a lot of options here.
Look, I'm being honest. Take this as collateral. It clearly fits somewhere, just not sure where. I might be greedy, but I'm not a greedy kidnapper. I want Magnus back safe. Or at least safe-ish.
Hey, that looks like a same image as those slots on the lion figurehead.
Maybe that'll help you. If you decide
I think I'll put it in there.
I'll be waiting. Toodles.
Then I'll go to the lighthouse. Oh, but in the meantime, since I have this key from under Toomey's bed, what it's used for is
My daughter
this.
at home has one of these. Pretty clever hiding place.
Hey, let's see. So the treasure's not on the ship. It's within the caves. But I need more before I can go to the caves. Okay.
I bet I can use Dagny's token to rotate these. Let's get them all facing right side up.
Yeah, that's what you need to do. Have them all facing right side up. Okay. Hey, that must be the last gear needed for that spot on the wall. But before I go to that, I want to go to the lighthouse and check out that star image. Okay. Ah, here it is.
This design matches the one from those drawings.
Okay,
I'll need to have one of each number within each outline.
Oh, great, a Sudoku puzzle. Just what I need.
Horizontal and diagonal rows 2.
Alright, so it lights up pink if I have them all in place, all the numbers in the correct places. And when they're all filled up, then the triangles light up. When all the numbers are in place, the triangles will light up. Just what I need, Sudoku puzzles. Alright, 9 is left. Alright. Alright, these are pages of a journal, I think. Now that I have this last piece, I want to open up the wall in the ship. Who could that be?
So, funny story for you. I was
Dagny.
looking over my luggage recently and noticed something was missing from my bag. And then I started to think, gee,
So she noticed the sketches were missing from her suitcase.
that's interesting. I knew it couldn't have possibly been you, Nancy Drew. Anyway, bye now.
Alright, the last piece I need. Oh,
This is ancient. It must be from the original captain. Wooden tracks. Is there a sliding piece missing? I bet I need to get one of
every symbol in each row and column. And some of these are not or hints of what shape needs to be put there, but not all of them. Like blue diamond needs to go here, not a pink square. Okay. And when all the rows and columns are filled, those will light up. Easy peasy. Huh. Well, that missing piece comes from the music box in Magnus's cabin. And now that I have the sheet music, I can do it. Okay. And the music book here interprets how to read the notes. Oh, look, it's got that same lion image,
This
too.
belongs to Elizabeth's family, and her song is a missing piece. I wonder if I can arrange these teeth to play that song.
Yes, that's what I need to do. Arrange the teeth. That's what this means. Okay, I think that's correct. And then I wind it up. All right, that's what I need, this little fish piece, and more pieces of the journal. All right, looks like, well, it's almost finished. Maybe that's what is hiding behind in that box.
That's the ship alarm.
Hey,
Oh no.
well, Elizabeth's not here. And neither is Dagny or Soren. No one's here. Where is everyone? Well, the alarm stopped.
These marks. Looks like someone tried to cut this out of the wall. It's like someone hacked at it with a knife or
An axe!
I need to get this sliding shape.
Alright, so I need to get the fish from here all the way to the end. And it's kind of hard to explain, but you need to have it move around so that it can change shape and colors accordingly in order to pass on to the next spot. So I'm not going to talk while I do this because I need to concentrate. Let's see. But like there, it just turned red into a star. And so there it passes over to that red star space. Now I need to have it go down. Then I gotta have it down here because it's blue. Okay, when it turns a new color, then it and shape, then there's usually a image nearby to guide you where it needs to go next. So like that was that example. Okay. Okay, so it's blue now, and here it goes because it's blue jellyfish. All right, blue fish. All right, there's the green jellyfish. All right, blue star. I'm going to the star there because I need it to stay a jellyfish. And again, avoid it. All right, gotta have it be a green turtle now. All right, made it to the end.
All right, it popped open.
All right, now I have the full journal.
Journal looks complete.
All right, before I head off to the caves to find the treasure, and that's, I'm almost done in case you might have realized or hadn't even, but there's one other thing I want to show you. Because we saw those axe markings, look, Gudrun's gone, and so is Soren.
So is Soren.
Yes, Soren's our man, the baddie. All right, gotta go to the ice caves, and here are the directions from Magnus in that dog toy. Hey, it's playing the music box melody. This is it. Magnus.
Who are you? Did you just come to the wall?
Magnus?
Yeah.
I'm Nancy. I'm here to get you out. Are you hurt anywhere?
No, but he's coming back.
Who is?
Sorry.
I knew it. His polite demeanor was all an act, wasn't it?
It's true. He kept me here alone at first. Tried to get me to talk. Thought I was hiding information. But when he found out I truly didn't know the treasure's final location, he grew angry. Very angry. I don't know what he's gone and done now, or when he's coming back. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
Oh, you've been in the cave for the last few days. I don't think you had any part in this.
I did though. Long before the festival. Nearly all my life, I treated Soren poorly, just because I was told to. We all did. That would make anyone furious. Now it's come to this. And it's driven him mad.
That still doesn't excuse everything else he's done. You could have been hurt.
I want to think that, but I don't know what it's like to be treated so poorly for so long. Do you?
No, I guess I don't.
Maybe this is a wake-up call for all of us.
Come on, Magnus. I promised Elizabeth I'd bring you back in one piece, and I don't like to disappoint.
Elizabeth? Is she all right? I need to talk to her. I made a terrible mistake.
She's A-okay. Let's get out of here. I know just the girl to find us some backup.
Calling Alex.
Alex, are you there?
Am I ever not? What's the fix?
Not great. I'm somewhere inside the volcanic caves near Skiprot. I have Magnus with me, and I think we're kind of in dire straits here. Soren's the one responsible for all this.
Nancy, you're breaking up. Did you say Soren? Nancy? Nancy, I'm gonna just stop someone. Hang in there.
No signal. Guess we'll have to find a way out on our own.
Uh-oh. Soren's coming.
Soren! We're out of there. Nancy, stay right there. I'm going to go get help.
Soren, I can't believe you do all this. That bruise on your face, selling the ship rights. You lied to me. You were using us all to find a treasure for you. But you're still missing something, aren't you?
Oh, Nancy, you're a very smart girl. You know exactly why we're here. You're gonna find that treasure for me. Right now. Just you, me, and Udo.
All right. Use the hook on this spot here.
Look.
It's a fake treasure, actually.
The crest of the Dutch East India Company. And the detail, it's exquisite. After all these years, I found it. It was all worth it. Well, I think it's high time I vanished. Goodbye, Nancy. I won't be back, but I'm sure you'll make it out of here eventually. That is, if you don't starve or freeze first. Give those xenophobic idiots my regards.
Wait, Soren! Ah!
All right. Well, luckily, since he took the fake treasure, the real one is still here. I have to use the hook on the ice here. Just go a few steps. There it is.
This is the real treasure. It's not a myth after all. These images are from Lawrence's final letter.
All right. So the clue to pressing the 12 images in the correct order is on the final. Okay, it's in this song here. So some of the symbols may seem obvious, but okay, so some of these symbols may seem obvious, but some others maybe as not. So, for example, the stormy seas and cold winds, those are the first two. Stormy seas is wave. Cold wind is this. And And as for the rest of the letter, there's battered bow, stone walls, love for this heart here, with this heart here, silent ice, grave, bones, north, broken heart, sails, and blackened sky. All right, that opens it up. That's the treasure.
Incredible.
Nancy, are you back there?
Magnus, I'm here. I found the real deal. But I think I'm stuck now. I'm not sure how to get over to the exit.
Oh, that works.
Well, that works too.
So, the treasure Soren found was a fake?
Yes, Captain Lawrence hid the real chest so that only his true descendants knew where to find it.
Well, it's yours now.
I
No,
don't think so.
that would be tempting for me as well, but it belongs to the town, if not Elizabeth.
Nancy, thank goodness. We have Soren in custody. My guys caught him right as he was leaving the cave.
That was close. What should we do with him?
All right, let's say he's a danger.
Soren tried to
Otherwise, you could say he can be reasoned with,
Town safety.
You got it, ladies.
which would give you a slightly different ending.
Case
Closed. Yep.
Dear Hannah, the secret of Skiprot's famous treasure is finally put to rest, and the case is closed. Soren was arrested the minute Magnus and I left the ice caves. As it turns out, he was the one following Magnus all along, looking for his chance to take the treasure for himself. He followed Magnus onto the ship just before it sailed into harbor, knocked him unconscious, and took him to the ice caves using his dinghy. When he realized Magnus didn't know the final location, he came after me. Luckily, I beat him to the finish line.
Yeah,
The
luckily.
treasure is in good hands with Elizabeth. Her family legacy has finally come full circle. Magnus apologized to Elizabeth for having been so distant leading up to the festival. The two of them are doing well, and Magnus finally got that ship he's always dreamed of. He and Elizabeth packed their things and left to travel the world. And of course, Toomey went too.
Well, that's good.
I just got a call from Elizabeth. I think they're somewhere near Thailand as we speak. Elizabeth left the Misty Skip Pub in Gunner's hands while she's gone.
He looks
Gunner
happy.
seems to be happier than ever. He's back on his feet, and he even took me out on a fishing trip.
Oh, that's
He's
nice.
still pretty cranky when it comes to tourists, but I think he'll get the hang of things. Dagny and Magnus donated their exploration rights to the Hirlikite back to Skiprot. The ship is now fully public property and is open to tourists at all times
Nice.
of the year. Dagny stayed in Skiprot for a little while, but she split soon after she got her share of the treasure. At first she seemed content to stay, but after a couple of days with no action, it seemed like she was itching to get out on the road. She didn't say much about where she was going, but I later found a note in my room at the pub. Catch you later, friend. Ned was
it's
thrilled
nice.
to get his original
Oh, good.
Viking sword, and he's been taking it with him everywhere, to parties, to football practice, even to shower. I think he likes it. We made a pact, too. Next anniversary, we celebrate together, in person.
Yes.
And for me, I think my time in the land of fire and ice is coming to a close. I'll miss the sky full of stars, but I've been in darkness a long time now. I can't wait to see the sun again. Love, Nancy.
Yeah, I'd sure like to see the sun again after being in the ice of land. I mean, the land of ice. All right, this is the answer. All right, here's all my awards. And now here's the teaser for the 33rd game, Midnight in Salem.
I know you're not exactly president of my
Oh, it's Deirdre.
But listen, I need your help. Someone really important to me is in danger. Things are going from bad to worse. People are even saying she's some kind of witch. Nancy, if you don't help me, I don't think she's gonna make it out of this alive.
Join me on my next adventure.
Okay, so that's it for my full walkthrough for Sea of Darkness. This is definitely another one of my favorite games, and I have to say that... Oh, it's the song. Is that Elizabeth singing it? Well, I'd hate to talk over it, but I want to. I just want to say, this is kind of, a nostalgic game for me as well, even though it's a later game, because Sea of Darkness happens to be, or is considered to be by some fans, the penultimate game in the Nancy Drew game series, or rather the last game in the original series. And that's because it's the final game to use Her Interactive's proprietary game engine and have Lonnie Manella as the voice of Nancy. But it's also because after this game was released in 2015, Her Interactive took a 4-year hiatus to revamp the series under the Unity engine. That resulted in numerous delays before Midnight in Salem, the 33rd game, was finally released in 2019. And I still haven't played that one yet, and it'll be some time before I can do that and make a full walkthrough next. But I want to do that before the next game, Mystery of the Seven Keys, which was announced earlier this year, is released. I will get to that, I swear, I promise. Now, as you heard in the teaser for Midnight in Salem, there was a different voice for Nancy. I don't know if it's the same person as it is now, but I want to close this in saying that I miss hearing Lonnie Manella as the voice of Nancy. Maybe I'll make a video of the audio of this song, if I can. Anyway, this brings an end to my walkthrough for Sea of Darkness, and for now, the last walkthrough for the Nancy Drew game original series. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed playing it. I'll see you in the next walkthrough, whatever it may be. Until next time, Nancy Drew Clue Crew.